2020 and 2021 were glorious years for Indian stock market. Huge amount of wealth generated for the investors. From a low of 7,500 in March 2020, Nifty closed 2021 at 17,300, almost 10,000 points upside from its lows. But will we see similar behavior in 2022? Or will 2022 be completely different from what we observed in 2020 and 21? Let's try finding all of that out in this video. Alright, so going into 2022, let's understand where market is currently positioned at in terms of valuations. When Nifty hit a high of 18,500, it was extremely overvalued. While there has been some correction, there is still some sign of overvaluation in the market. Now understand this, whenever the market is overvalued, the companies need to justify that overvaluation by delivering strong earnings growth, strong growth in revenue and strong growth in profit. Interestingly, with Q3 results of 2021-2022 round the corner, it remains to be seen how will the markets react. Because a large part of the market movements will now be dependent on how the earnings growth comes out in the Q3 results. Now, my opinion on this is that the IT sector is going to deliver outstanding results in Q3, and we have seen signs of that with Accenture showing huge growth in the US market. Indian IT is expected to replicate that performance, but it remains to be seen how will the other sectors perform. Let us now understand the major risks that the Indian stock market faces going into 2022. Apart from the fact that the valuations seem to be on the higher side right now, there are multiple challenges that are there in front of the Indian equities. Now, make no mistake, I am giving you a disclaimer here that in the long term, I am extremely optimistic on the Indian equity market. But in 2022, in a short frame of time, here are the major challenges that the market is going to face. The biggest challenge is going to come from the uncertainty that COVID-19 is going to bring with it. I do expect that during the second half of 2022, markets will strictly be dictated by the economic growth and the earnings growth of the companies, because I do believe that the fears related to COVID-19 should have subsided by then. But the first half might still pose a challenge. Apart from that, rising inflation continues to be a major problem for the central banks across the world. Because of this, the interest rates are going to go up, which means that the liquidity in the market, which was the major reason for driving the bull run in 2020 and 21, is going to be squeezed out, which just goes to show that 2022 will not see that kind of a performance that we saw in 2020 and 21. This just goes to show that there might be high volatility in 2022. Markets might consolidate going forward, maybe even correct by a few percentage points, but that is what I expect at least for the first few months of 2022. With the budget being announced on February 1st, 2022, it also remains to be seen how the market is going to react to the budget. More importantly, will the government lay out more and more money to support growth in the economy, or will they relay the same concerns that the central banks across the world have? Control high inflation. So a lot of the stock price movements will be dictated by these factors in Q1 2022. In terms of the sectors that will need to support the market to drive the overall growth, I strongly believe that banks and NBFCs will need to take a driver's seat here. Indian IT has outperformed throughout 2021, but that growth has not been replicated by Indian banks. A large group of private sector banks such as HDFC Bank, ICICI, Kotak, Axis, even public sector banks such as SBI, State Bank of India, will need to deliver high growth, high earnings growth and high profit growth to support the growth in the overall market. Alright, these are the major pointers which have a tendency to drive the stock market in 2022. I hope you liked the video. Do subscribe to Finance Lens and I'll see you the next time.